What's up, family? It's time to wake up and see. I'm your uncle, brother, cousin, friend John, back here with another royal lesson. So everybody tells you that you're supposed to be building a relationship with God, but how do you build a relationship with the Most High God if you don't know what the Most High God is? And I know a lot of people are like, what do you mean by what is the Most High God? Shouldn't you be saying who is the Most High God? Yeah, we'll answer this in the rest of the video. But first, let's take care of a little channel maintenance. Make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you also subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell down below. Make sure that you also comment down below. And if you have any questions, comment your questions down below because your questions could become a future royal lesson. Also, if you want to support me in any way, shape, or form, the clothes that I'm wearing now is my own personal clothing brand. It's a clothing brand to remind you that we are all divine royalty. It is called Prince Richmond, and that is the hat that you see that I'm wearing, and the shirt. We do have more stuff online and more stuff on the way, so you can check out my clothing brand, and I'll make sure to put that link in the description down below. But let's go ahead on and get into the video. So what is the Most High God? The Most High God, in simplest answer, is the source of all creation. Is creation, created creation, and is the source of all creation. Everything that is, everything that exists comes from the Most High God. The Most High God, if we had to think about a body or something, the Most High God is like the mind of the operation, the brains of everything. Everything that proceeds or that comes forth comes from the mind or from the Most High God. So a lot of the times we tend to try to humanize the Most High God. We tend to make the Most High God seem like it's this guy sitting up in the clouds watching over us, watching us go through all this chaos and pain and suffering. And it starts making people beg the question of why does the Most High not step in? And again, it's because our understanding of the Most High God is very skewed. And because of our understanding and the way we try to humanize the Most High God, we tend to discredit and discount the true power and magnitude of this entity that is the source of all things. So let's break it down by first talking about, in any religion, in any belief, nobody has actually ever denied that there is one true God, that there is one true source, that everything came from the same place. What do I mean by this? So I'm a big mythology person. I love studying other people's cultures as well. It's what I grew up doing. So I like to take a deep dive into what's going on. So let's look at Egypt, for example. In Egypt, they believed in 3-in-1, just kind of like Christianity. In Christianity, the 3-in-1 is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And some people in Christianity do not believe in the Trinity, but they do believe that, Jesus is God. So in Egyptian religion, they believe in 3-in-1. And what I mean by that is they believe in Atum, which was everything that is created is a piece of Atum. It came from Atum, whether it was a spit or a limb or something of that nature, it came from him. There is Ta, who was so powerful that all he had to do was think and speak and things were created. And then you have Ra, which was the embodiment of the sun itself. So a quick history lesson on this. The reason there ended up being 3 different creator gods that became one is because at the time, Egypt was a widespread area. So the Egyptian belief, a lot of people misunderstand and thinks that they're just worshiping other gods, but each god represented a personification of something in life that you needed to overcome to connect with the true source, the one true God, which was the creator of all things. And in order to learn how to do that, you would go to these different cities that had temples dedicated to these deities or to the aspect of life you needed to overcome. And in these cities, because they were so widespread, they kind of just started coming up with who the creator was. Because the sun does give us life, because it does help crops to grow, people said, well, the sun, of course, is the creator, is the sustainer of all life. Therefore, Ra is the creator God. Then other places where they were a little bit more philosophical, they said, well, it's everything physical, so it has to come from a physical part of the God. And so they believed in a tomb. And then there's some people who were a lot more, thoughtful and minded and philosophical, and they were like, well, the true power is in presence, in knowing that you can create in your mind, speak, and things are then created. So it has to be Ta. But as Egypt started uniting, they said, well, how do we figure out how to do this? And they said, well, it's 3 in 1, and they combine all their creator gods into one God. So let's go over to more countries in Africa. They believe in Olodumare or Olorun, which is the life itself. It's the all-powerful source itself, and that belief. So how did the world get created in that mindset? Well, Olorun created another god. This god, started creating existence in humanity, and in some tellings either fell asleep or got drunk and fell asleep and didn't fully complete creation, and it was kind of chaotic and messed up. So Olorun, the creator, the source of life, stepped in, finished the rest of the project, and gave it breath, gave it life, and said, hey, now you manage this and take care of this. That's that belief. Then we move over to Greek belief. A lot of people would say, well, maybe Cronus, the embodiment of time, is the creator god, but that's not true. The true creator source god in Greek mythologies is Phanes or Phans, depending on, how you hear it, which is the generator of all life, the first light in the darkness or in the primordial waters. And then you look at Hindu belief, where there's 3 in 1 there as well. But we're going to look at the creator of all life, which is Brahma. Brahma is one of the Trinity, which was born from the primordial waters and then proceeded to create life, or create the other gods, which created more life and all of that. So if you hear me, you have heard that there are some reoccurring themes and some reoccurring stories. There's this creator God that interacted with these primordial waters, and from those primordial waters began to create other things that began to create, sustain, and maintain existence itself. Now, in certain religions, they call those things gods or deities. In Christianity, we might say they're angels. So we have to look past the boundaries of our own religion to look into the broader perspective of what is everybody saying that connects us all together. Everybody's saying we come from one source, and this is how this source created. This is how this source gave life. We'll talk about the primordial waters in another video. We're just going to stick right here with the Most High God at the moment. So I think it's important to understand that when you're thinking about the Most High God and how the Most High God should be interacting with us and your expectations for that, you should really understand the magnitude of this deity. Also, in every religion and every belief, it is believed that this being is so powerful that once it created things that could again maintain and sustain the rest of creation, so that it did not have to step in. The only time these creator gods in any belief, and even in Christianity, the only time the creator God steps in is when things become completely unbalanced, to the point that the higher beings or the other gods or the angels could not actually restore order or balance themselves, so the Most High would have to step in. Now, something I do also want to clear up is, to the Most High God, there is no such thing as darkness, and there is no such thing as light. If you read past the Bible and you read into the Apocrypha, it says that the Most High commanded both the darkness and the light at the beginning of time, which we also know in the Bible, because he said, let there be light, and he said, split the waters from the waters, and he, separated light from day and all of that. So this goes to show us just the power and the magnitude of the creator God, the entity, the source of all life. So when we are sitting here mad and we're like, why doesn't the Most High step in? Why isn't the Most High doing all this? It is simply because there are some things that when we are aware of, we are given free will by the Most High God. When we're aware of there's problems that need to be fixed, it's our job to step in and fix it. The Most High God has given us a crown on our head with the authority to know that when we see these problems, it is our job to step up and do something about it. You have to know the power of the crown on your head and the authority given to you by the Most High God. But in order to do that, you have to sit here and you have to keep learning the royal lessons, so that way you know just how great you truly are. I'm going to end the video right here. Make sure again that you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and press the notification bell down below. Make sure that you also comment in the comment section down below. I completely forgot what I was saying. And also, again, if you have a question, your question could become a future Royal lesson. And again, make sure you check out my clothing brand, princerichmond.com. And I'll try to make sure I put all of that in the description down below. And if you're interested, right now I'm in the process of rebranding my entire clothing brand depending on the time that you see this video. So on my other YouTube channel, Prince Richmond, I am showing you how to rebrand your business, or at least how I'm doing it or how I'm figuring it out. It's my first time, being a business owner, no mentor, no help. So I'm like, let me just show y'all what you could do or not do. Who knows? We'll figure it out together. But thank you for staying tuned. Know that the Most High God loves you. Know that I love you. Take care, family.